He's a man on a mission. Nick Clegg is campaigning around the country, and today we were with him. This campaign stop was a vast cash and carry in Birmingham. And when I spoke to the Deputy Prime Minister, I asked him if his party was heading for a wipeout.
I'm not going to change my views or that of my party because of opinion polls. We're going to stick to what we believe in, and we think there is no virtue at all. There's no future in Britain turning its back on the outside world. You've got to have the courage to say what you believe in, and I really do think I'm dismayed to see the way in which Ed Miliband and David Cameron have been running scared of this big debate.
But if you end up with no members of the European Parliament, which is possible, do you resign after that? It's a bit difficult for you to deal with that.
Of course I hope we don't end up with no MEPs.
But if you do, you must be thinking about this.
Let's talk again after the election results.
There's been a very open battle between Nick Clegg and the Conservative Education Minister Michael Gove. Doesn't this show the coalition's heading for breakup?
There have been disagreements. Of course there have been disagreements between myself and Michael Gove and David Laws and Michael Gove. Sure, but it's partly because I care so much about education.
His ex-advisor called you revolting and self-obsessed. This is pretty personal stuff.
I'm not going to get into the gutter with some faceless ex-advisor who I don't even know. He's obviously got a bit of a sort of screw loose.
But after all the bad blood, could he forge a coalition with the Conservatives again after the next election?
I'd love to be Prime Minister. I'd love to be Prime Minister. I'd love to win the election. But in the event that I don't win the election, in the event that there is there's an inconclusive outcome, that no one has a majority, I will respect the will of the British people.
So you could make a coalition with the Conservatives or Labour?
Would be prepared, but not on any basis. Of course, it's got to be on a basis which we think would allow us to deliver the kind of changes which we've successfully delivered through this coalition.
Final question. A man in your position, with the pressures you're under, might be forgiven for having the old puff. Have you given up the cigs?
Oh, I wish I do kind of, but I'm not going to pretend that I've completely and irrevocably kicked the habit. It's an ongoing effort.
It's been going for a while now.
It has been going for a while, and I accept it has been going for a while, but I'll succeed one day.
Bye-bye.
In a week's time, the country will be voting, and the results will help decide just where he's heading. Andy Bell, 5 News, Birmingham.